Hello and welcome. Starting with our top story this hour, North Korea fired a ballistic missile yet again. South Korea and Japan have confirmed the same. But this is not a usual missile test by Pyongyang. This was a warning. We tell you all about it in the next 2 minutes. But first, let's take a look at what exactly happened. Now, roughly 7 hours ago, South Korea raised an alarm. It said the North has fired an unspecified ballistic missile off its eastern coast. Tokyo said that the ICBM-class missile flew for about 66 minutes and reached a maximum altitude of 5,700 kilometers. The missile splashed down into the sea west of Hokkaido. Tokyo says it fell inside Japan's exclusive economic zone.
今回のこの発射は、国際社会全体に対する、挑発をエスカレートさせる暴挙であり、当然のことながら厳しく抗議を行ったところであります。
今回発射された ICBM 級弾道ミサイルは今回の飛翔軌道に基づいて計算すると弾頭重量等によっては1万4000キロを超える射程となりうるとみられ、その場合、米国
This was North Korea's first missile launch since January the 1st. The launch came a day after Pyongyang warned of a strong response to the upcoming US-South Korea military drills. On Friday, Pyongyang threatened an unprecedentedly persistent and strong response as South Korea and the United States gear up for annual military exercises. The exercises are a part of efforts to fend off Pyongyang's growing nuclear and missile threats. The upcoming nuclear drills, called the Deterrence Strategy Committee Tabletop Exercise, are scheduled for Wednesday at the Pentagon. The US and South Korea are also planning a range of expanded field exercises, including live-fire drills in the coming weeks and months. North Korea fired over 70 ballistic missiles last year. The number was unprecedented even by Pyongyang standards. In response, the US and South Korea resumed large-scale joint military drills with the Ulchi Freedom Shield exercise in August last year. 4 years of scaled-back military exercises came to an end. North Korea has long opposed joint South Korea-US military exercises. Pyongyang views it as a part of Washington's hostile policy and practice for an invasion. So North Korea fired more missiles in retaliation. Over a month later, the US and South Korea began the Vigilant Storm, one of their largest combined military air drills. Over 240 warplanes participated in the event. North Korea reacted by firing even more missiles, and the tension spiraled. Hence, we are calling today's launch as unusual, because this came not as a retaliation, but as a warning against an upcoming military exercise. Now, for more on this, we are being joined by Peter Kuznick, who is a professor of history and a director of the Nuclear Studies Institute at American University. Thank you for being with us on the show. Now, missile tests by Pyongyang are not unusual, but this one is being seen as a warning in reaction to the upcoming US and South Korea military exercises. Would you agree?
Yes, it's the first missile launch since January 1st, and it comes on the heels of the very, very big military parade in which they displayed at least a dozen intercontinental ballistic missiles. So this is definitely an escalation on North Korea's part in response, they say, to the enhanced US-South Korean military exercises.
Professor, Tokyo said that the ICBM-class missile flew for about 66 minutes. How concerning is a missile of this kind that is being tested?
Well, this missile shows the capability of reaching pretty much anywhere in the world they would like to hit. They've already demonstrated the capability of reaching the United States with these intercontinental ballistic missiles, but this is further proof that they can do so. The other thing about it is that it may be solid fueled missile, which means it's got much greater capability, can be launched much more quickly than the liquid fueled missiles that they've demonstrated in the past. And we know that North Korea has been working on a solid fuel missile. We don't know for sure if this one is, but we know they've been working on it.
And also, it landed just inside Japan's exclusive economic zone. What are the possible repercussions of this?
Well, Japan has already been very, very hawkish under the Kishida government. Japan is doubling its military spending. Japan has a much more aggressive military stance now. The old Article 9, which used to limit Japan's offensive military capabilities, is really being superseded by this new aggressive hawkish policy. We've also seen closer relations between Japan and South Korea after tension over the years. So this is part of the U.S. strategy for an enhanced military presence throughout the Pacific right now.
Absolutely. We'll leave it there. Thank you very much for joining us with your valued insights there.
My pleasure.
We are now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.